wish I looked like J-Lo.
Hello?
There's no place like home.
Oh my God, I gotta pick my wedgie again.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Taste of Reality. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, and we are reviewing Love is Blind Season 2. It has been a long time coming for the show to come back, and I get it, there was a pandemic and all, but I'm so glad this show is back. Before I explain it for the people who don't know about the show, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and let's talk about it. So for those who don't know, Love is Blind is hosted, well, loosely hosted by Nick and Vanessa Lachey, and the whole concept of Love is Blind is there are a certain number of people, an equal number of men and women, and they make connections through a wall. They don't see each other. They are only getting to know each other through conversation.
You're gonna be separated by one thin wall. You won't ever get to see each other.
We know.
You and you alone will choose who you want to spend time with. And when you pick the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, you'll propose.
So where you would normally cancel out somebody who's typically not your type, you don't have that option on the show because you can't see whether or not they are your type. So that's the quick synopsis of how the show goes. This season, I loved seeing the diversity. And I mean, even like in body size, I saw two thicker women. I'm like, okay, that's nice. I saw men who were like a little shorter. There weren't husky men, but that's typical in most dating shows. But I was like, okay, they've got a good race ratio, in my opinion, and a size ratio, which we love. So day one, Ayanna and Jared are sparking a connection between each other. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude to this girl, but this laugh, Ayanna.
Anchorage, Alaska. That's where I currently reside.
You ain't gonna play with me. Where you from?
I'm from Chicago.
You play too much.
Yeah, I got all the jokes.
Laugh aside, she opened up about the tumultuous childhood that she was brought up in that her mother did not want to be a mother, and I think gave her to her second cousin to raise. And then at the age of 18, she was kicked out of that house and then adopted at the age of 22 by her adoptive family. So might be some identity stuff that goes on with that, but yeah, she hasn't had the easiest childhood. Her partner in this conversation, Jared, also hasn't had an easy time. He found himself in the ICU last year due to an event that he's going to explain later, but it really put into perspective for him that he needs and wants a life partner. You know, you're going through all these traumatic things and you look around you and there's nobody to take care of you. So that's why he came to Love is Blind. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If you're watching the episodes like little by little and you're not binging, I'm sorry to spoil this for you. He's gonna piss me off. He is. I feel like he made a bad choice, but I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. I'm just making that clear. He also had a connection with Mallory, and they had a commonality of sports. She seems like a more tomboyish kind of girl, gorgeous woman. And yeah, they connected over something that typically he doesn't find a connection with other women.
I love running, I love dancing. Sundays, me and my friends would go watch Bears games all the time.
Yes, absolutely.
I grew up with two brothers, so I'm a big sports person.
In my notes, I literally wrote, I'm rooting for him. He changed my mind. Mallory also has another connection with Salvador, and he says he's trying to break away from the machismo stereotype that comes in the Hispanic community.
I believe in the importance of vulnerability. I like crying. I feel like emotions are strength and tears are strength. So this process just really grabs my attention because in the real world, I haven't found someone that appreciates my love as much as I appreciate theirs.
So my intuition is A1. Okay, A1, because I literally wrote, I feel like she's feeling him more, and they do have a cultural connection. If my sixth sense ain't A1, then I don't know what to tell you, boo. So yeah, even though the experiment is about, you know, sight unseen, there are some people who are still pretty superficial.
I have a huge Instagram following. Obviously, I have like a lot of friends. Like, it's crazy.
I love buying clothes for girls. Yeah, what's your size?
I work in real estate.
Do you sell a lot? Because I feel like you have to be somewhat attractive to sell a lot.
One of the people who is very superficial to me is Shane. I cannot I don't even know if it's because of the things that he says. I don't know if it's because he reminds me of some of the tools that I was raised with in university and in high school, but he seems very immature to me. He seems very surface level, very much here for a platform. But Natalie, for some reason, is having a very good conversation with him. She says she aspires to have a love like her grandparents. You're not gonna find that with Shayna, I'll let you know right now. I just don't see it for the two of them.
We're not gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
We're going straight to engagement. Like, you're my fiance. Like, that's how
Yeah,
it's gonna
I mean,
be.
like, the fact I could marry you or someone else.
Well, hold on, time out. Not someone else. Let's just like focus on this guy right here. You were my number one, so.
Really? You were my number one, too.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my God.
He is a self-proclaimed tool. I just want that also to be clear. It's not me calling him a tool. I'm not being prejudiced. He claims it, accepts it, loves it. And even when he's recounting his conversation with Natalie to the other guys, he seems to be the type who likes being liked and might not necessarily be ready for love.
What do you like about Natalie?
That she liked me.
That'll help.
I'm a words guy, dude. No, I was her favorite.
And
that's
now?
what dude, you give me the words of that, man. My ego goes through the roof. Like,
You can tell Natalie is the type of person who, like, when she makes a decision about you, that's it. And it's unfortunate that she has her eyes set on Shane because Shane is just not the one. And then we have Trisha, who's basically the male version. The male version of Shane.
Well, I really, really, really like one guy. I'm kind of nervous that he's gonna get vibes from the other guys because the other guys, I think a lot of the other guys like me. A lot of them like me. I don't know. It's really hard for me to really understand why a girl like me doesn't have a boyfriend or a hookup or even someone I'm talking to. Scale of 1 to 10, I'm a catch.
I'm pretty sure the person who I mean to talk about is Trisha. I could be mistaken. It could be Shayna because they kind of look alike to me in my mind. In my memory, I mean. But yeah, Trisha had a conversation with Nick that did not go very well. But Nick had a very good conversation with Danielle, who recently, I don't know if it's recent, that could be a lie, but she lost a lot of weight, but still struggles with body dysmorphia and feeling insecure in dating because she's always thinking like, are they looking at my arms? Are they looking at, you know, can they tell that I've lost a lot of weight? Like, girl, you look great. You look stunning, okay? You better be confident about it.
I lost 70 pounds.
70 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's just like, yeah, because I'm like, I didn't even want to tell you that. I don't like communicating it because I'm so scared that people are going to be like, oh, well, what if she gets back to that? Like, it's something that I'm constantly insecure about.
She also did say that her ex would be liking women who very much so differed to her aesthetically. They would be slimmer women, and she wasn't that slender at the time. I don't even know if she still considers herself slender, but girl, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. And Nick is your dude, okay? Y'all are chef's kiss. Now we're on to my little crush. I don't know why I have a crush on this man, but Kyle, something about Kyle's voice, something about Kyle's, you know, go with the flow demeanor, I really like him. He says he feels kind of out of place because everybody's prim and proper and put together, but he has a good connection with Shayna. Shayna comes from a family of tradies, if I'm not mistaken, and she understands where Kyle is coming from.
My dad's a contractor and my brothers all work for my dad.
Wow. You know my breed.
Are you kidding me? After like how hard you guys work your asses off, I respect it. I feel we have a bond now. What's my breed? You think I'm rough around the edges, don't you?
Yeah, totally.
I'm not. I'm actually like a nurturer.
I love that about you.
Oh.
Oh.
He's a little man, but baby, that voice. Ooh, that voice. Shayna shares that she's been engaged before and had to call things off because her fiance was extremely controlling. She's tied between Kyle and Shane. God knows why. But Shane did get a little bit vulnerable. I'm not gonna make it seem like Shane does not have dimensions, but I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. When you think of the typical frat boy, the typical, like, I'm calling my lawyer, I don't know, I think of Shane. He's what comes to mind. And although he did have a moment of vulnerability with Shayna, I think it was with Shayna, he finds himself in a love triangle, and he's a dog.
I heard you propose today, basically.
What?
To Natalie? Are you sold on one person here? Like one woman already?
I will be honest with you. I just want to keep talking to you, and like I want to keep getting to know you more. This whole process, I believe, is like, why not just see it out?
So he's in this moment where he's telling Natalie sweet nothings and he's telling Shayna sweet nothings, even though I actually think he does have stronger feelings for Shayna. And he finds himself caught in a situation with Natalie, but he's going to be the one to throw a tantrum? Shane, how dare you?
Who am I talking to?
I don't know. Take a guess.
No, Shayna, there you go.
What?
No, that's what I was hoping for. What are you wearing over there? Hello?
I was just hurt because I've been very clear that I have like strong feelings for you, and clearly you had feelings for her, and that's fine. But like, don't lead me on and just like be really honest in terms of.
Like, I'm not trying to lead you on whatsoever. This is not fair. It's not fair at all. Okay?
Can I just like
I'm
finish?
put in this position. It's like this is not normal what we're going through.
Although Shane is all kinds of mess, Nick knows what he wants to do. He says, I am pursuing Danielle. It is you and only you, boo-boo. And he proposes.
The rest of that book, it's empty, and we can fill it with memories and adventures of everything that a marriage can be. I'm on one knee.
Oh, no.
And I'm asking you if you will marry me.
Yes.
So being a little bit critical here, they are two sensitive people. Two as in TWO. They are two sensitive people, and I feel like there's potential for it to be a dumpster fire. I think it's great that they can connect in that way. They can be vulnerable with each other, but I feel like there's potential for chaos. Sometimes you need a person who's a little bit more even keel when you are more of an emotionally charged person. And to have two emotionally charged individuals, I don't know. I haven't seen past episode 3, so I don't know how the relationship is going to pan out. But if they go to the pits, you heard it here first. That's all I'm saying. That's it for this episode. Stay tuned for episode 2's review. I'll be posting it hopefully later today if you're watching this on Saturday. But as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know who you're feeling, who you're not feeling, who you want to see get married, who you want to see break up. And I'll see you guys in the next one.